Sounds like you kids have had a workout. Still, to think Agate's past was that terrible. Sadly, it makes sense, in some ways. Hearing this finally assembles all the pieces of the puzzle for me. It's no wonder Agate felt the way he did back then. Back, huh? It was 10 years ago. Practically the day after the war ended, Agate came to the mayor's house. Why? You mean to your house, Maybelle? Yes, he barged in with murder in his eyes, and came face to face with my father, the mayor at the time. He demanded to know why the mayor of Beauce, the mayor responsible for the entire region. He demanded to know why he had abandoned Ravenel. Oh. I was just a child at the time, and it got to me when I saw him arguing with father for seemingly no reason. So I, leapt out and slapped him. Oh man. I can see why he doesn't like remembering that, at least. Yes. Though ultimately, father never answered Agate's question. He did say he was going to send financial aid to help repairs. Agate grew even more livid when he heard that. He even raised his fist to strike father. But then, he just left without throwing a blow. So that's what happened. That's why the air between you two seemed kind of weird. Yes, it's always hovered over us like a cloud. Still, to think Agate's sister died in the war. I've been terribly unfair to him. He bears a bit of responsibility, too, for not saying anything. You don't need to worry about it, Mayor Maybelle. I suppose. How badly is Agate hurt? Don't worry, it's not too bad. He'll be up and surly again in 2, maybe 3 days. Let's be thankful for small mercies at least. Yes, I'm glad to hear it's not serious. Yes. That, reminds me, Maybelle. How's Lila doing? Well, her injuries have been treated, but she hasn't come out of her coma yet. Oh, How despicable of our supposedly lion-hearted fugitive. Lovely, refined ladies such as Lila are treasures that ennoble the world simply by existing. I'll tell Lila you said that when she awakens. On the subject of good news, I'm glad to hear that General Morgan came to your aid. If the guild and army were to truly work together, I'm convinced no force in the world could stop you. Nothing's been decided yet, so we can't make any promises. But just between you, me, and the desk, we'll make it work. This is the Bracer Guild, Beauce branch. Oh, General, sir, we've been waiting. And here we go. Now to see just how well Morgan can set aside his pride. Oh, so that's the plan then. I understand. Tomorrow at the landing port, 10 a.m. sharp. I'll be sure to tell them. Thank you, sir. So what's the word, Lugren? The Royal Army is going to execute a plan to capture the dragon tomorrow using airships. They say they want you on one of the airships as observers. They're going to use airships? Whoa. Taking the battle to our foe in his element then. And with the elite of the Liberalian military. Well, if we're just observers, we won't be able to actually do anything. Even so, I'm still grateful for a chance to get a closer look at that dragon. And it might just be up to us if the army fails somehow. No rest for the weary then, huh? I'm up for it. At last, some light at the end of the tunnel. Oh, she's gonna collapse. Maybelle. Mayor Maybelle, are you alright? Yes, it was nothing. You look dizzy enough to be a toy top, Mayor. You must be exhausted. But don't strain yourself. Don't worry, really, I'm hardly straining myself. During the 100 Days' War, Father did everything he could to protect Beauce. One time, he even conducted extremely dangerous negotiations in order to deceive the Imperial Army. Compared to what he did, this is nothing. Mayor Maybelle. Oh, Maybelle. Estelle, everyone, please take care of things. Please dispel the fear that haunts the people of Beauce and Ravenel. Yeah, leave it to us. Hey, Agate. Agate, come on. Are you looking forward to your birthday? I've got a present that I'm sure will make you super duper happy. Something I'll like, huh? You gonna make something tasty for me? What? No! Why would you think of food when I mention a birthday present? Presents should be things that last, you know? Something you treasure forever. You really think so? Something that'll last and that I'll treasure. Hey, maybe a hunting knife or something. You just got a hunting knife from the village elder, dummy. The answer is an accessory, handmade by yours truly. It's, not done yet, though. Whoa, hey. An accessory? Like, what kind of accessory? I'm not a girl, you know. Come on, Agate, you're so boring. Even boys can be stylish and cute if they have some kind of accessory. If you have one, Agate, even a stick in the mud like you will get all the ladies. Hey, come on, knock it off. Do you really not want it? You've always taken care of me, so I wanted to give something back. I've been working really hard to make it, but if it's really not something you'd like... Just don't make it too cute or flashy, okay? Don't worry. It's simple but cool. It'll fit you perfectly, Agate, I promise. Especially since you're so tall. Yeah, it'll be perfect, I bet. Yeah, I get it. You've got me all curious now, so just make it good, okay? I will. Hey, Agate? What is it, Mischa? I just want to say thank you so much for always being my big brother. Aww. A dream, huh? This is... Yeah, this should be good. She just appeared out of nowhere. Mischa? Agate! Oh, thank Adios, you're awake. Sure stuff. How are your injuries? Do you feel okay? Yeah, this is no... Ugh. No, don't move. You need to sleep. Your wounds aren't healed at all yet. Hey, come on. Stuff like this ain't a big deal. They'll heal fine, even if you ignore them. No! Oh, Tita is putting her foot down. I promised Estelle. I promised I wouldn't let you out of bed until you were better. Hey. No, no, no! I get it already. Phew. Sheesh, getting all worked up over a bunch of scratches. Holy crap, it's nighttime already. Where the heck is everyone? They all went back to the city for a while. They made some kind of promise with General Morgan, I think. A promise with Morgan? Tita conveyed Estelle's message to Agate. I see. So they got Morgan moving, did they? The guild ought to be hearing from the army right about now in that case. Well, heck, I can't just... ... Stay here is what I want to say, but on the other hand, it is pretty late tonight. We'll get out to boats tomorrow morning. But... Look, I've had a good long rest. I'm seriously feeling better. These really are just scratches. They'll heal up even if I'm working hard. I'm fine, don't worry. You're sure you're not forcing yourself? Hey, give the veteran bracer a little bit of credit here. I ain't so crazy as to go overboard on stuff like dragons or the society twice. I can't keep putting you in danger either. Oh. Point is, I sure don't have the guts to anger my scary little nursemaid. Trust me a little here. Oh, Agate. I guess you do look a lot better, though. Told you, didn't I? I know my limits better than anyone. That's good. Hey, what's wrong? His face. I said I'm okay, really. I swear to the goddess, I ain't lying. No, that's not it. I'm so relieved. I'm just so... Aw. Come on, short stuff, calm down. I get it. I'm sorry, Tita. I guess I made you worry pretty bad, huh? After charging off alone, I get broken like a twig in a fight I had no chance of winning. And then on top of all that, I made you do that crazy thing to protect me. Yeah, Agate, you dummy. I was so worried and I saw you get hurt and... Yeah, you're right. I really am a complete idiot. At least he admits it. That's progress right there. Feel a bit calmer now. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cry like that. Eesh, you sure know how to shock a guy, you know that? That whole thing sent shivers down my spine, way worse than when I fought that silver-haired idiot. Oh yeah. Agate, are you hungry? I made some soup with some things the village elder left. Ah, that's what smells so good. Right on. Wait, hold on. Why is the kitchen... Huh? Let me look. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's a few spots that are a little different, but it looks just like it did back then. And there's something like this, too. Is this the first time he's been inside the house since, like, it got destroyed? I'm amazed it survived. Huh? Oh, right. I'm probably losing you, aren't I? My place actually burned down 10 years ago. You mean... One of those incendiary shells from the Imperials hit it dead on. It caught fire instantly and burned down straight to the foundations. I'd heard the village elder was his usual nutty self and had it rebuilt, but... Didn't think they'd try to put the furniture and decorations back together even. I never could bring myself to come in here before. Guess I really gotta tell them thanks, given how much they did. So, then... That's when Mischa... Secret's out, huh? She was making me a present for my birthday. It was a handmade accessory of some kind that she thought would look good on me. When we were fleeing for the mountains, she ran back to the house to get it. And that's when the house was hit. When they finally pulled her out, she was burned pretty badly, let's put it that way. And even after everything she suffered, she still had that present clutched in her hands. The metal parts were hopelessly melted, but the stones were still okay. Take a look. It's pretty. They ain't even septium, ain't even valuable, just some pretty rocks. Probably something she found down by the river. I've lost count of the number of times I've thought, all for this? It's funny though, you know? I can't blame her or get angry at her for it. I never intended for it to be a memento of her. When I left the village though, it was the only thing I couldn't part with, even when I became a raven down in Ruan. Pretty pathetic for a thug, right? No, not at all. No, it's pretty darn pathetic. Long as I could hold on to this, I could also hold on to my anger. My anger at myself. My anger at the worthless, spineless son of a bitch who couldn't even save his own sister. But I ended up putting all that pent-up rage into every swing of my sword. So long as I did that, I could at least look like I was keeping it together. A half-baked man trapped by rage and self-deception and unable to move on. It's exactly like that guy said. Agate. Nah, it's worse, ain't it? I'm just a piece of crap who runs away from anything painful. I'm the thing I hate most, a loser of a dog running around with my tail between my legs. I'm pathetic, absolutely pathetic. Agate, I don't really understand how you feel, Agate. I don't think I can really try to understand what makes you feel so hurt. But I think I need to say something in Mischa's place. Huh? Don't you dare make fun of my big brother. You don't know the first thing about what makes my brother such a good guy. I know my brother better than anyone else. I won't let anyone talk badly about my brother, even if it's you yourself. What? Aww. I know I might not measure up to Mischa, but I still know a lot of good things about you, Agate. And so it makes me sad to hear you say such bad things about yourself. It made me kind of angry despite not really understanding what you meant. And... Oh man. Busting out the lectures sounding exactly like Mischa. You sure are acting grown up, short stuff. Don't treat me like a kid. I was really sad and really angry. Sad and angry. I don't know the first thing about myself, huh? You really hit it on the head. Oh? Thanks, Tita. You really helped me see it. Agate. There ain't no point in trying to judge yourself when all you can see is your own limited version of yourself. all you can really do is plow on. Anger, sadness, neither have anything to do with it. You just have to go straight on until you find an answer. Maybe then I'll finally understand why I've held on to this thing for so long. Aww. Is the movie over? Apparently not. So the market's already being repaired. That's wonderful. They certainly got to it quickly. It only happened yesterday. Yes, Mayor Maybell's throwing herself into it. She's already sent aid to Ravenue as well, or so I heard. Everyone's doing their best, even through their fear. I've heard word from Grancella as well, and Grandmother has issued a proclamation. She has stated that the government will respond immediately to the threat of the dragon and will send aid to the affected areas. That's our queen, awesome! I can think of certain lords and ministers of Erebonia who could stand to learn from such an example. They're far more interested in attending fancy parties than addressing the concerns of the citizenry. Ironically, I could say a lot of the same for the Republic. Half the time, our politicians seem to spend so much time dancing around each other that they never get anything done. Well, it may help that we're such a small country. Regardless, preparations for the plan against the dragon should be almost complete. Time to go see what the Royal Army can do then. So we should just head for the landing port, I guess, right? Yes, you're scheduled to depart at 10 AM at port number 1. It's about 9 now, so you should have time to pick up some supplies. Right. Won't that be a little difficult with the market, in the state that's in? The market's merchants have been put up in the hotel for now. They're still open for business, seemingly, so you should be able to pick up some necessities there. Nothing like persistence. It would be wise to visit them before we head for the landing port. You'll be meeting the army at the landing port, specifically port number 1. You still have some time, so stock up on whatever you need before you make your way over. Most of the market merchants have set up shop in the hotel for the moment, so you can get supplies there. Just so you know, port number 1 is the one on the upper deck of the landing port. Make sure you meet him at the right one. What happens if we go to the wrong one? Something exciting? That monster was apparently an ancient dragon. No one's seen one in like a billion years, apparently, so the Liberal News bought the photo I took of it. I can't wait for the next issue to come out. Congratulations, good for you. The other day when I evacuated into here, I met a kind older man. He was a former merchant himself and gave me a lot of advice. He told me to come again tomorrow, so I came, but the place is kinda out of my spending league, if you know what I mean. I couldn't quite convince myself to step in. Welcome. Yesterday was most frightful, wasn't it? Still, the merchants here are known for banding together to help in times of crisis, and yesterday was no exception. Even our restaurant once helped distribute emergency rations during the 100 Days War. Should it be required, it would be our honor to provide to those in need once more. It seems the market's restoration will take some time. I suppose I have no choice but to enjoy meals here until the market's restored. After all, with everything that's happened, I need to clear my mind with some delicious meals. They say orchards at Ravenue have been almost entirely destroyed. We get almost all of our fruit from there, too. This could be a problem. First the market closed, now the scheduled liners have stopped too. Boy, what a mess. We won't be able to ship our stock around if this keeps up. Apparently, there's a meeting for an arranged marriage happening at that table over there as we speak. No matter how you slice it, that girl's only a student, right? Kind of early for her to be thinking about marriage, isn't it? Or am I being too naive here? Just yesterday, I met a young man who told me he's about to set up shop in the market. I thought I'd offer him some business advice, so we agreed to meet here today. Passing along advice to the young is but one of the many wonderful pleasures of the elderly. Alright, good luck with that, have fun. The young master is just a bit too lacking in ambition. His lineage is more than enough to ensure his success in the political arena, yet. Pardon me, but what work do you do? Normally, I manage the agricultural land and mountain forests I inherited from my grandfather. It is a free, open rural life with little to do during the off-season save read and hunt. I find that the hectic pace and confines of the capital suit my personality poorly. A rural life, you say? Yes, while it may sound dull, I think you will find it quite pleasant once you become accustomed to it. I find it far easier to live with nature as my companion than crowds of people. I see. Perhaps so. It seems the young mistress has taken an interest in her companion. Something to celebrate, indeed. As you say, life in the cities can be quite constraining. It might be nice to live in a more natural setting. Due to yesterday's incident, the arranged marriage meeting was temporarily cancelled, but if anything, things seem to be flowing more smoothly today. We might be able to expect good things from this. Repair work on the market, army men strutting down the streets. It's the same as after the 100 Days' War. It seems that getting in stock is harder for people now that the scheduled liners have stopped. Looks like this is my chance. The scheduled liners aren't running right now. I hope they do something about it soon. It's only going to get harder to restock ingredients if this keeps up. Makes sense. I heard from Lenore that there's a customer out there who's having a meeting for an arranged marriage. Talk about pressure. What if things go wrong because we serve a bad meal? Atmosphere means everything at times like this. Yeah, we knew. Figured we'd check anyway. What awful timing. Thanks to the army's plan, all airships have been stopped. We were supposed to get some North Ambrian wines in too. I wish they'd just hurry up and catch this dragon and lift flight restrictions. Right. That's such an easy task, you know? Just go catch the dragon, the fire-breathing dragon. Alright, so we can't finish that quest before we defeat the fire-breathing dragon. So, our role is to relieve the citizens. We may look like we're on guard, but we'd be up against an ancient dragon. If it attacked again, I gotta be honest, there's no way we're a match for that thing in a straight fight. Right now, we just have to pray our capture plan works. Already started work, have they? Maybelle must be working as hard as anyone. The way she's handling all this, her father would be proud. We've already started repairing the market. We can't just hang out and bother the folks in the hotel forever after all. I left the store to Trayton and came out to lend a hand. How nice of you. How do we talk to you guys up there? Can we? Just distract them from their work. The father at the church said, he said that dragons are really peaceful. But why are they so scary then? Why did this one do a bad thing? It wasn't his fault. I still need to search around here before I go to the southern block. Oh, Dumpling, where are you? Oh, are you... I don't know who you are. I came to pray while I was out shopping. Specifically for Lila to wake up soon. I hope my prayers reach the goddess. So you don't have to cook dinner anymore? Is that what it is? Unfortunately, the maid from the mayor's household still hasn't regained consciousness. I've treated her with every medicine I know, but to no avail. All we can do is wait for good news from the sister in attendance. It was really loud this morning, so I came out to have a look and saw this. What a surprise, they've already started work. When did they get everything ready, I wonder? Fanny and I came to help with the construction work. I don't know if we'll be super helpful or anything, but I can't just sit to the side like a good little girl and watch. Anyway, we'll work as hard as we can. We decided to come help with the construction too. After all, I don't have much of a part-time job if the market's closed. Besides, you gotta help each other out when you're in trouble, right? The orchards over in Ravenou were torched as well. The men dispatched over there said it looked pretty bad for the town. Why even bother attacking the orchards? What was that darn lizard trying to accomplish? I mean, maybe it was just like a test to see how well they could control the dragon? Like, would it follow orders? And also, like, destroying the orchard was a less damaging option than destroying the people. I don't know. From all appearances, that was indeed a dragon of old. Something still feels wrong, though. According to all the ancient legends, dragons are supposed to be gentle and intelligent. But the dragon we've seen brazenly attacked a city and put orchards to the flame. Legends are never 100% reality, but there's usually at least a kernel of truth to them. Why would our dragon be so different from the ones in the legends? Wowzers, they're already starting work. Maybe I should go help too. If you want to help, why not just stay here? Huh? Why? So you don't get in their way. ... Girl's kinda savage. Oh, Harry, good intent doesn't always mean good results. Man. The market merchants are working out of the hotel for now. Their dedication really is amazing. It does mean I've lost my excuse to be lazy about dinner, though. Ah, I see. So the chandelier is originally of Erebonian make. And then the family modified it to use orbital lights after those became popular. Just as you say. It is one of the exceptional pieces left behind by the previous mayor. The chandelier is one of the items here which passed through the war unscathed. Perhaps because of its history, the previous master of the house, Mayor Maybelle's father, spent a great deal of time staring at it. Always amazing to take a moment and realize the scope of the history of things around us. It's one of the things antiques can do for you. Makes you think about your own history, you know? Sure. Oh no, the maid is out, praying at church. Okay, what about the sister? Can we talk to you? Her condition is stable, but Lila still isn't regaining consciousness. The medicine I received from Father Holstein doesn't seem to be having any effect. All we can do now is pray for her mercy. Poor Lila. Hope you get better soon. Oh, Maybelle's not here. Okay. She must be out and about? Perhaps? Did you hear? Apparently the scheduled flights have stopped. In other words, the price of vegetables will start going up. Even if the price is a bit high, buying now might be a better deal. Hey, welcome. Market repair work began this morning, apparently. My partner already ran out to go help. Honestly, I envy Buck's energy at times like these. Welcome to the Freyden Hotel. At the moment, our hotel is open for the merchants of the market to use as a temporary storefront. It almost has the atmosphere of a little department store. Apparently, the market stores are temporarily operating out of here. Well then, might as well have a look around. Even if business isn't gonna happen, I'd at least like to introduce myself. Apparently, the market repairs have already begun. I hope they're able to put it back in good order quickly. For a little while, the merchants will be temporarily occupying our hotel. So, this basically means I don't need to do my job for each of the individual rooms, right? I think you could tell by looking, but most of them are technically open, but not actually doing business. Apparently, the royal army's preparing for a plan to capture the dragon. When I was a kid, I was taught that dragons are holy, though. Won't the goddess punish us for capturing one? Following Mayor Maybell's plan, we'll be borrowing rooms at the hotel and operating out of them for now. Really, I gotta tip my hat to the spirit of mutual assistance that the merchants of Bose have at a time like this. It's because we work hand in hand like this that we are able to recover from the flames of war. As I was to return to the capital, the scheduled liner stopped of all things. I'm the Imperial Ambassador. How dare they delay me? We are currently searching for a way to return to the capital. While we cannot use the scheduled liners in accordance with the Royal Army's restrictions, we have no choice but to investigate every angle. Well, good luck with that, have fun. It seems there were no Imperial citizens among those injured. The silver lining in all this, one might say. My husband finally returned from Ravenous Village. It's nice to have a man's help at times like this. There's a lot I want to say, but I'll keep it in for now. Oh, you guys were reunited! Congratulations. Apparently, the market got hit too. Anyway, I'm really relieved to see my wife and son are uninjured. Apparently, the dragon showed up at Ravenous Village too. No one was hurt, but for the orchards to be burnt to the ground. That's safe, and I'm happy about that, but it's hard to be too happy. Welcome, guys. After a night, I'm finally calm again. Right now, he and I are working together to get through this. The reconstruction work's begun, but it'll be a while before it's back open for business. Anyway, right now we need to keep up business and not lose our customers. Still, maybe because we changed locations, we're not getting as many customers. Katrina was worried this one repeat guy customer who came every day might not return. The Castella shop that relocated here after the market mess is as popular as I thought. The people working on the construction come to buy some on their breaks. The manager was impressed at first, but now he doesn't have the confidence to be impressed lately. This is what he gets for putting on airs. It's not like we're some popular store. Wow, he gets what he deserves. Kinda harsh, but okay. Man, that Castella shop's really popular. Thanks to that, no one's been ordering our food. Well, I suppose this is just helping out. Aww. I'd really like to get to know the lady who runs the Castella shop. Right now, she's running her shop with her fiancé. I think they'll go back to separate stands once the market reopens, but then again, they might not. Maybe I should help out with the reconstruction. Yeah, why don't you do that? Maybell! Hello there. Hi, Mayor Maybell. Wow, looks like they've already started work. Yes, thanks to the aid of the citizenry, we've been able to start construction a lot sooner than I expected. I've also sent all the aid I can muster to Ravenous. It seems we've finally gotten past the worst of it all. It's good that things are settling down at least. So, how's, Lila? Lila hasn't changed since yesterday. The only thing we can do is wait for the medicine to take effect and pray, really. Oh, sorry. Not at all. Simply fretting by her bedside won't fix anything. For the moment, I'm of the opinion that the best thing I can do is fulfill my duty as mayor. After all, Lila would be quite put out with me if she knew I was wasting time worrying about her. Yeah, she definitely would. We'll do what we can too. It's all in your hands. Good luck. We'll send some guards at once. Until we succeed in capturing the dragon, we're in charge of security and bows. If you run into any problems, contact us immediately. Capturing the dragon is going to be a massive operation involving the majority of the Air Force, apparently. It's going to take us near the border, so we'll have to be careful not to violate Erebonian territory. Even with a non-aggression pact in place, I can't help but think the Erebonians would be furious if we crossed the border. Surely, they would appreciate the help with the dragon. The market is broken, so Dad's taking a break from his job. I wonder who broke it. Some of the other merchants have set up shop in the hotel, but I've decided to stay closed for now. People don't need clothes every day the way they need food, after all. I'm taking this whole thing as a sign from the goddess and taking some time off. It's been a while since my husband was home this much. It's like we're back to before we were married. That whole mess the other day. Apparently it really was a dragon causing all of it. The mythical harbingers of Agate said to have lived before the Great Collapse. If I had the chance, I'd love to see one for myself. I bet it'd make a great motive for some ornament designs. It is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool looking dragon, not gonna lie. So dragons really do exist. I remember hearing tales about them in bars and whatnot, but who ever believed them? The Liberalian army is seemingly going to act in response to the incident at the market. I worry, however. Bose is so close to Erebonia's southern march. I hope certain folks back home do not take this as provocation. The Empire has been ordering fewer and fewer parts for tanks recently. I suppose it makes sense when you consider the non-aggression pact. Leaves me feeling a little torn. I don't want to be a merchant of death, but it was good money. Okay, well that's a good thing, right? They're respecting the pact. Those poor folk from the market are working out of the hotel and bar now. They apparently agreed to keep going thanks to a request from Mayor Maybell. She can work miracles when she needs to. Thanks to that, things are still pretty normal for most folk, at least when it comes to necessities. From the sound of it, you led the rescue effort at the market the other day. Thanks. Sorry I wasn't there. Wasn't your fault. The brass seems really shaken by this dragon mess too. This really has to be a big deal if they're sending out so much of the Air Force. I mean, could you take on a dragon by yourself? What happened to the market? I just got back, so I'm completely lost on what's going on, I'm afraid. I honestly can't believe it. Kuano doesn't know what happened. That's what I get for thinking he came back because he was worried about me. Aww. Talk about being free from worldly cares. Too free if you ask me. I'm sure he would have been concerned if he'd known. Repair work started on the market just this morning. Mayor Maybell is something else. She's a spitfire like no other. Nothing holds her back. I'd better learn a thing or two from her example myself and get back to business. If I let myself get distracted, old Borden might just pull everything out from under me. Ouch, the injury I got during the market attack still smarts. Honestly, I should be thankful I got away with only this. But what am I supposed to say? It hurts. My husband's working with Borden to save the market. In the face of a crisis, we can work with even our worst rivals. Now this is the strength of Bose merchants. I've worked with Borden to get the repair started. We could only get together enough materials for the moment, so they'll run out soon. We need to arrange for more materials soon. We're definitely missing somebody. But where are they? Bose's layout is So confusing. I'm not a fan. Okay, here we go. For the moment, repair work has begun at least. Trino and I provided all the crucial supplies. I fear, however, that they'll run out as work begins to get serious. I may need to consider further support as the project continues. We're cooperating with Trino's family to support repairing the market. The core of our business is in that market after all. It's only natural we'd help each other for once. Makes sense? Yesterday, Father was talking over repair plans with Mr. Trino. Thanks to that, the repair work's going to begin today, apparently. Seeing them like that, I admit I don't find the idea of being a merchant bad. It's just... I just don't think there's any way I could do it. It's in my blood, but not in my heart, you know? Makes sense.